Good morning. Exodus 33:9 through 34:13. It's the story of Moses and him being a friend of God, climbing the mountain. When Moses entered the tent, the pillar of the cloud would descend and stand at the door of the tent, and the Lord would talk with Moses. The Lord would talk with Moses. Today, he's given me a message, and he's given it to me all week. Purposely, passionately pursuit of his presence. Passionately pursuit of his presence. So I have tactical ways to apply his presence. And so I just want to talk today about the first one. Why do we need his presence? In his presence is the only place that he helps you deal with everything that needs dealt with. Your spouse, the finances, the home life, the children, friends, the church, your destiny and purpose. Every place that needs his assistance. In his presence is the place that you get that assistance. His presence, it's better than any drug, it's better than alcohol, it's better than any intimacy, it's better than money, it's better than friendship, it's better than any love you've ever experienced. His presence is the place that we become everything he meant for us to become. And in his presence, he helps us become whole. You know, I came to him all broken up, but in his presence, he heals the very places that we didn't even know need healed. That's what his presence does. Passionately pursuit of his presence. So, I'm just going to deal with the first one, ways to pursue his presence. Number one, is he the first thing you do? See, it says that if you ask, you shall receive. If you seek, you shall find. If you knock, it shall be open. Okay, that is talking about intimacy with him. So, Moses did something. In Exodus 33:9, it says, "Now Moses used to take his own tent and pitch it outside from the camp, and he called it the tent of the meeting, and everyone who sought the Lord went out to the tent of the meeting. And Moses went there every day, and he went to the tent, and he met the Lord." So Moses purposely took his own time, his own place, and he made place for the presence of God. And so I want to talk about the number one thing is making the time and making the place for his presence. So, do you make time? What we do is what we always wanted to do. How we use our time, our 24 hours in the day, that's I'm 56. When I talk to anybody about scheduling issues, I can't blame anyone else but myself. And so, do you purposely set a time, whatever your time is? All us Bradfords were morning people, and so to get up early is my best time, to get up early and pursue him. Do I make time? Do I schedule time? Do I have worship music that I can use? Do I have a Bible that I can read? Do I make sure that I've adjusted my life? Now, it is a process. When you first start out pursuing his presence and making time for the Lord, you start out with 15 minutes and you think that you have arrived. And then maybe you move to a half hour. And then if you get to an hour place, you think you're Godzilla. Because, he just infuses us with his ability. So that's where you find out how much he loves you, how much he loves us, how much he cares for us, how we're his favorites, how there's no one in the world that he loves like he loves us. In that special time, that place that you spend with him, that's where you find out those secrets. That he has a purpose and a destiny for you, and that he's going to fulfill the call of God in your life. That's where you do it, in his presence. And so, adjust your day. Adjust your time. Don't let anything come between that. Don't let your schedule, don't let your spouse, if you need to get up earlier, get up earlier. If you need to wait and go to bed a little later, go to bed a little later. You know, there is a famous man that changed a whole nation because he had them take their lunch time and pursue the presence of God. And so if you need to take your lunchtime, go out to your vehicle, take a walk and pursue His presence. And wherever you can make the time, He will meet you and He will knock you over with who He is and with His presence and with the anointing and with everything that you need. Pursue His presence. Number one, do you adjust your day? Do you adjust your schedule? Are you seeking Him? And if you will do those things, that number one thing, you will know Him and you will know Him intimately.